Skål!
Here we go. We have officially made it to Iceland! Woohoo! Yay! It is 7:45 in the morning. We landed at like 6:30-ish and we flew Iceland Air. Flight was smooth, so easy.
Highly recommend Iceland Air.
Like, we will be flying Iceland Air again. It was phenomenal. Smoothest flight we've ever had. And now our journey, we're like off and running. We are on our way to the Blue Lagoon, and we are just so excited to start our Iceland adventure. Officially arrived at the Blue Lagoon. It's like a 25-minute drive away from the airport. And this would be the best thing to like cure any sort of jet lag, tiredness that we've got going on. It's like 3 a.m. back home, but we don't care because we're in Iceland. Yay!
And it's chilly.
It is. It's like actually like 40 degrees and it feels amazing coming from 95 degrees in Texas. Some things you see on social media don't live up to the hype when you see them in person, but trust us when we say that the Blue Lagoon in Iceland certainly lives up to it. This magical geothermal lagoon is one of a kind and a true wonder of the world. It's a must-do if you visit Iceland. But there are definitely some key tips to keep in mind before you visit. If you're flying into Keflavik Airport or the International Airport in the morning, we highly recommend making the Blue Lagoon your first stop on the way after the airport. It's incredibly refreshing after a long flight, and it's also on the way into Reykjavík, so it's an easy first stop on your way into the city. Booking the premium ticket over the comfort ticket is definitely worth it. You get a robe, an extra drink in the lagoon, and 3 face masks instead of 1. You also get to enter in through the premium line when you arrive, so you get to skip ahead of everyone who booked a comfort ticket. You can take your phone with you if you want to take some photos and videos while in the lagoon, but if you don't want to hold it above the water the whole time like I did, bring something waterproof to put it in. Once you gain access to the lagoon, you can stay as long as you like, but on average, plan to spend around 2 hours for your visit, so that way you can enjoy the full lagoon experience and utilize their other amenities, like showers. That was one of the best parts after our long flight. It's also best if you can book one of the earliest morning time slots to avoid majority of the crowds coming in on tour buses.
I appreciate this. I'm being tortured.
We're gonna be looking absolutely beautiful after all of our masks. Blue Lagoon was a success. We absolutely loved it. It was so relaxing. If you get the chance, go. You'll feel so zen, so relaxed. Like, our muscles feel so much better after our flight. Like, that's why I suggest going after your flight. Like, you'll feel 10 million times better.
It gets rid of all the jet lag and you're like ready to go.
Ready to go. Blue Lagoon, 10 out of 10. 10 million out of 10. There's a reason it's so popular. It really is that fantastic, I promise. Now we're off to Reykjavík. Gonna go explore. You're ready for Iceland, babe. Put the hood on. Very Icelandic. We're off to dinner. We're going to an Italian restaurant tonight.
Of course Italian.
Of course Italian.
Everywhere we go, we gotta find
Italian.
food.
We just took an amazing nap and we're feeling much better. So refreshed. and ready for the evening ahead. Yeah. Italian food is hands down one of our favorite cuisines, and when I was researching Iceland, I came across La Primavera in another YouTube video, and so we decided to try it, and it certainly did not disappoint. Everything we had was absolutely amazing. After dinner, we stumbled across a bar playing live music and decided to go check it out. We ended up staying the entire night, enjoying all of the amazing live music and some after-dinner drinks. It was the perfect ending to our first night in Iceland.
Excellent working.
Good morning! What do we say, babe?
Good morning.
No, but day 2 of Iceland! I think I forgot to do that yesterday, but it is bright and early. It's 7 a.m. and we're off to get some cinnamon rolls before we have a very exciting day.
We're snorkeling between some tectonic plates.
And it's supposed to be the clearest water in the world, and you can only do this in Iceland, so we booked it. It's gonna be freezing. The water is like 35 degrees.
Something like that.
Fahrenheit, 2 degrees Celsius, something like that. So it's gonna be really chilly. We have like wet suits and dry suits and all the suits, and we're gonna be cold because like our face is still exposed in all this. Like we have a mask on, and we have like a hood, we have gloves. I mean, we're gonna be looking absolutely insane. We have a GoPro to capture it all, so it's gonna be great. We obviously needed some fuel before going snorkeling, so we grabbed some breakfast pastries at Broad & Co. 6 years ago, I came to Iceland with my parents and tried a delicious cinnamon roll from this bakery. I claimed it to be the best cinnamon roll I'd ever had, so of course we had to try them 6 years later to see if they lived up to my hype. Breakfast has been secured.
She hyped this one up, so I'm hoping it lives up to the hype. 6 years later.
6 years
6 years later.
in the making. I pivoted and I did not get a cinnamon roll. Instead, I got a croissant. Looks phenomenal. I'm really excited. Where are we at?
We were at Bridgestone Tires.
Fun times getting our car fixed. Literally in the car as it's moving.
Yeah, we thought we had a just an underinflated tire and got back to the car this morning, and it turns out there is a hole somewhere in the tire. But I think Hertz gave it to us with a hole in the tire.
Yeah, but here we are getting it fixed. I'm cracking up that we're this car off the ground.
Everyone just walked out too. Like,
we have successfully retrieved a new car. So the guys at the tire shop told us that the tires that we were driving on were so unsafe, like so down to the wire. They said the car needed 4 brand new tires, and obviously it's a rental car, so we're not gonna do that. Also, we have a tour. We're going to a tour. We're gonna go snorkeling right now, so we were on a time crunch. Luckily, there is a Hertz in downtown Reykjavík that was only 6 minutes away, and the guys at the tire shop were like, you can barely make it that far. And so luckily we made it. The guys at Hertz were so nice. They got us a new car, and so now we are off, and we are miraculously still gonna make it on time for our snorkeling tour.
I don't know how. I don't know how.
We were stressing out so hard. Like, we had no time to spare. No time to spare. So, never a dull moment, and we've learned our lesson. Now, we will check our tires anytime we get into a rental car from now on. They just teach you life lessons. These travel trials and tribulations. They teach you new things every time.
Yes.
But we're driving to Thingvellir National Park to go snorkel in between some tectonic plates. Woohoo! Thingvellir National Park is a very popular destination to visit in Iceland, not just for the snorkeling adventure that we went on. It's a part of the popular route, the Golden Circle, and has historic and geographic significance because it's located at the junction of the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates. There are many hiking and walking trails throughout the park that have stunning views, waterfalls, lakes, and wildlife. You could easily spend a whole day exploring the park's beauty. One of the most unique things you can do in the park is snorkel in between the tectonic plates. This is the only place in the world that you can snorkel between two continents, so RJ and I decided that it was a must-do. So we just finished up snorkeling through the tectonic plates, and that was pretty crazy.
That was a very surreal experience. You're all just suited up, but you're floating.
It's
and you just
crazy.
kind of float through this little canyon. You see like 100 meters down. It's pretty sweet.
Pretty beautiful.
It's
Very
also,
chilly.
Yeah, I was going to say it's also freezing.
We definitely were really cold after the fact, but it was well worth it. Like the water is so clear, and just the fact that you're swimming in between two continents is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Solid.
Highly recommend. After our snorkeling tour, we started our road trip down to the southern coast of Iceland. We began to follow the ring road, stopping along the way at some of Iceland's most iconic landmarks, each one more breathtaking than the last.
Not have a problem.
With a rental car?
Yes.
I don't know. Don't worry. This car needed air too. Thank goodness we found a gas station with some air, and it was free.
And it was free.
Here we go.
Back on the road this
Hopefully
time.
for the last time.
Oh my.
Our first stop was the famous Seljalandsfoss, a waterfall that is as magical as it is unique. What makes this one so special is that you can actually walk behind the falls as long as you don't mind getting sprayed with a little water. Be sure to pack your rain jacket. This one is an experience you won't want to miss. Next, we ventured to a hidden and so-called secret waterfall, only a 5-minute walk from Seljalandsfoss Gljúfrabúi, which means canyon dweller, isn't so hidden or secret anymore thanks to social media, but it's definitely still worth the visit. Prepare to get wet as you venture through a small canyon and river to see this beautiful waterfall.
It's a take on all I want to do is have some fun. Everywhere I go, there's always stairs. My wife makes me climb them, 'cause she don't care.
We are going to be climbing up those stairs to the top of the waterfall, and it's going to be so worth it. Skógafoss is one of the country's most iconic waterfalls. Standing at the base of this impressive 200-foot waterfall is truly awe-inspiring as you take in all of its power. If you're into climbing stairs, like clearly I am, a staircase with 527 steps leads to the top of the waterfall, offering panoramic views of the surrounding countryside. Did a quick little outfit change.
Oh, outfit change? Necessary. Lindsay did an outfit change too. Here at sunset. We made it just in time.
Our last stop of the day on the southern coast was this famous black sand beach. Known for its jet black sand, powerful waves, and volcanic rock formations, it's a sight you don't want to miss. Iceland, day 3. We are off on another road trip adventure and it is absolutely stunning out here. We are on the way to Kirkjufell, which is in the Snaefellsnes, something like that, peninsula. And it looks like a sorting hat. Like it really does, like from Harry Potter, the mountain does. And there's like lots of stuff to do around the peninsula, but it is a journey. We are 2.5 hours away from it, and we slept in a little bit this morning because we had a very full day of activities yesterday. Like we did so much stuff. It was so fun though, and we didn't get to our hotel until what, 8:45?
Yeah, 8:45, 9.
And still hadn't had dinner yet. So we got dinner, a late dinner, and then hung out at the Northern Lights bar at our hotel. Unfortunately, no Northern Lights. Sad day, but it's okay. We still have tonight that we can maybe see them. It's just been really cloudy here, unfortunately, and that's like the big reason why we haven't seen them. But we have tonight, so hopefully the Northern Light gods are in our favor. But really excited for today. I think it's gonna be a really awesome day, and something that not a lot of people do. Like this peninsula is not as well traveled or well known as the southern coast, and so we're really excited to see it. I think it's gonna be a great day. So here we go, off on our next road trip. Grabbing some lunch in this cute little town, Bogarns.
Don't know how to pronounce it.
Don't know how to pronounce the name of the restaurant either.
Starts with a B. They're full of golf clubs. Fishes. It's delicious. It's hot.
The bread looks so good.
Made it over. She didn't even know I was coming this way.
I'm so surprised. Wow, this is incredible. Stumbled upon this off the side of the road, literally, and decided to come check it out because it was too epic. Surprises like this are the reason that you need to just sometimes pull off on the side of the road. Like we looked and we saw this beautiful view, which is incredible. But then you come around the corner and there's this. Like, are you kidding me? Only in Iceland. What did I just joke about in the car?
We're gonna have another stop until Kirkjufell, which is right there. It was a 10-minute drive.
But then puddle. Then we saw this beautiful waterfall and decided it was worth a stop.
You gotta stop.
Also, there's cute sheepies out here. I've decided I'm renaming Iceland from the land of fire and ice to the land of the waterfalls, the thousands of waterfalls, because you guessed it, we're at another waterfall. And RJ was joking, he's like, that waterfall's only 1.8 kilometers, should we do it? And I was like, thought about it. Why was I thinking about it? Of course we should do it. It's like the best 3-minute detour ever. Like, this waterfall is beautiful. And
Yes.
you know,
And you're only in Iceland once, so why not?
but hopefully not really once. Technically this is my second time, but it's my first time on the Snaefellsnes peninsula. So you know. After stopping at many gorgeous sights throughout the day, including hidden waterfalls, a stunning lake overlook, and exploring Kirkjufell, we finally made it to the last stop of the day. It felt like we'd arrived on another planet at Londrangar. On the edge of the peninsula that we'd been exploring all day stands this mystical landmark. Surrounded by lava fields and dramatic basalt cliffs, this might have been our favorite sight to see. Wow.
It's like Iceland's version of the Cliffs of Moher in Ireland.
What do you think? This was insane!
Yeah, super cool.
So fun to see.
It's so big in person.
It's wild.
It's like we're on another planet out here.
Like, this is out of control. Wow.
But if you're in Iceland, this is a must see.
Must see. We are on the Snaefellsnes Peninsula.
We saw some of the coolest stuff we've seen all trip.
Could not agree more. It was very well worth it. So, highly recommend. I mean, like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Unreal, Iceland. Unreal.
It's
We're out here, Northern Light hunting.
You're too far away. It's like, yeah, like right there is good. Manifest.
Manifesting life, baby. Good morning, Iceland. This is the view we woke up to outside of our hotel. Absolutely gorgeous day in Iceland today, and unfortunately, today is the day we're leaving. We stayed at the Ion Adventure Hotel, and it was absolutely incredible. Now let me show you the rest of the hotel. This is our crazy hotel. Feels like something out of a James Bond movie, honestly. We loved it. This is the Northern Lights bar, and we grabbed drinks in here the first night that we stayed, so not last night, but the night before, and we met some friends right here on this little couch. Shout out David and Haley, and we hung out with them last night as well, and we're gonna give them credit as to the reason that we saw the Northern Lights last night. Loved that little bar. Andrea was our bartender. He was fabulous, made us great drinks, and yeah, here's the spa. It's absolutely beautiful. Craziest mountain drive back to Reykjavík ever. This looks like we're driving through like a racetrack of mountains. This is insane. Day 4 in Iceland. And sadly, it is our last day here. We are headed to Reykjavík for one last lunch, and then we are off to the airport, which that was an adventure to try to figure out how we were gonna get home. This was almost not our last day because we almost were not gonna get on a flight. We still don't have seats, but hopefully we'll be flying from Reykjavík to Denver. There's 4 seats open, so we'll see. Who knows? This is standby life. This is what we deal with. But we have to talk about last night, because last night was amazing. So last night we got to see the Northern Lights, and it was out of control. Like, we were in the hot tub at our hotel chatting with our new friends, David and Haley, and
this is at like 10:45 at night, and the area closes at 11.
Yeah, like the bar closed at 11, the spa closed at 11, and so we were like gonna be moving up to our rooms shortly. And David, shout out, had his tripod with his phone, and he was scoping those lights hard. And out of nowhere he goes, oh my god, I see something. Like, there's something coming up on the camera, because a lot of times with the Northern Lights you don't see them with the naked eye. First you see them like through the camera, and you see like a little green tint, and then once they like brighten up, you can see them with your naked eye. So we like get up, I brought my camera down, and we started snapping some photos, and they were so beautiful, but they were like slightly hidden behind the hotel. So we decided that we wanted to go out to the lake where we'd driven earlier and find like a really open spot. So we did. We changed really fast. Like, we were in the hot tub, we changed back upstairs into our clothes and got in our car and drove to this open road. And luckily, like, it was a really quiet road, so there was no one out there. So we basically just posted up in the middle of the road in Iceland and waited for the northern lights to show up. And they're finicky. Like, they don't always show. It goes in waves.
Yeah, they're very sporadic, in and out, and you gotta, like, we knew what to look for after a couple times, and then we started, like, pinging them out, and, like, it got to probably 12:30, 12:45, and that's when they were at their brightest.
Yes.
And they were incredible.
Oh, unbelievable. So magical. We got so many cool photos that we'll be sure to post, but that was just, like, absolute highlight to go up until the last night, not seeing them, having it be, like, kind of low odds. I mean, like, really low odds.
Yeah. The forecast was a 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
So
not looking so high.
Not looking good.
So we were not sure that we were going to see them, but surprise, they showed up, and that was just absolutely the best way to end our trip. Now we're off to Reykjavík and hopefully off to get on a flight to Denver, and then we'll fly Denver back to Dallas, get home to Dallas at like 11 p.m. and go to work tomorrow.
Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Back to our regular scheduled programming. We are just so stoked that this Iceland trip has been everything and more. I am putting together a little Iceland travel guide and itinerary of exactly what we did. So if you want that, stay tuned. Maybe drop a message. Follow us on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video. Comment where you think we should go next after Mexico. Surprise, we actually already have something on the books, but that's going to be kept a secret for now. So stay tuned. Woohoo! Any final thoughts, babe? Any last words?
Iceland is 10 out of 10. You should come.
You should come.
You should come.
Cheers.
Chasing you. Chasing you. Chasing you. Chasing you.
What do we say?
Let's go! That's good.
But that really doesn't matter, baby. No, the challenge is to keep the love, make it last forever, maybe. Should have known right from the start. I'll keep chasing you until you melt my heart. 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 Such a shame that you're playing just a game. Playing just a game. Playing just a game. I keep chasing you. Chasing you. I keep chasing you.
2, 3.
Hello,
Hello, Iceland! Woo!
I keep chasing you. Chasing you. I keep